My mother does this, man. She said, you're coming with me. Oh, man. Here come one of these speeches. She took me to the park. She sat me on a picnic bench, me and her. She would talk to me. She said, I need you to know something about the world you live in.
What's going on? What can we get from this message? Tommy Davidson is about to tell it. Life is unfair. What you gonna do? Be right back. Time. You can't press rewind. Time. What's up, y'all? Piece of puzzle here. Hope this piece gives you peace. Share, like, love, laugh. This is Message Architect. This is to help you how to consume a message, break it down, and build it up with clarity. This is how we can get a message with inside a message, or what's truly going on. What's the meaning behind the message? To help you walk better, see clearer, and these are implement skills that's going to be needed in the world we live in going forward. So share this with anybody, subscribe, and hope to see you for more. But for right now, we're going to talk about Tommy Davidson. This is his story about being dropped off to school. I don't know if y'all know, he was adopted or took it in. I think he had a mother, a white family. I think they found him. I believe his story, they found him in a dumpster. But this white family raised Tommy Davis. And this, I want you to listen to it first. Then we'll go back and break it down. And we're going to give you a message that you might have missed. Here we go.
Like, I used to be late to school. My sister looks like Cindy Brady, okay? I'd go to school late and she'd go to school late, and the punishment for that was you have to sign up for detention. She used to be able to go straight to class, and I had to sign up for detention. So here come my mother again. I used to think she was crazy. Sat down with the principal, who was black. She said, okay, so what the is the problem here? And he was going, what's going on, Miss Davidson, what's going on? She said, why does my daughter get to go to class and my son have to sign up for detention? And he said, well, we didn't know that was your daughter, man. She said, why does that make any difference? He said, we'll get that straight, but my mother does this, man. She said, you're coming with me. Oh, man. Here come one of these speeches. She took me to the park. She sat me on a picnic bench, me and her. She would talk to me. She said, I need you to know something about the world you live in. It's gonna bother you, but it's a fact. She said, your sister can actually be late, but you can't. If you want to be successful in this world, you can't be late at all. And I hated that.
Right.
I wanted to cry, but she was right.
Let's break it down. So this is us living in a world with frameworks. Framework is the way a mindset is set up, right? The way you think. It's the way I think. The way the world thinks. We live in an unjustice world in most cases. And how do you deal with that justice? Life is not fair. Should it be? Shouldn't it be? It don't matter, because right now it's not. So we gotta learn to live in reality. Not the world that we think should exist, but we have to be able to walk in a world that does exist. Change gonna come. Hope is there. Fight for yourself. Stand up. Reinforce justice. Never should stop. But as we keep growing, injustice is still the reality. So, what can we get out of this message? Rules should be applied equally. Fairness should equal to sameness. What happens to you should happen to him. Intent should matter. Meaning, they both was late to school, so they should have both of them should have got detention. That's the world we want to see. But what's the actual world? His sister went in, and the principal was black. So that's key. I need you to understand that's key. He had to sign up for detention. The mother found out. Even though the intent of the principal was to enforce the rules to him, the fact that his sister got to go, the outcome matters. So the outcome of how something happens does matter. Perception affects consequences. How something looks, how someone looks, whether it's a fact or your opinion or based upon your perception, it will affect consequences. Who a person hires, whether they're pretty or not, whether someone can get a job based upon how they look, how they present themselves, who talks more proper or less proper, white skin, black skin, brown skin, what they name. I know people that was on a phone with someone, and because their name sounded like a race, they didn't get opportunity. Some people are judged with less margin and error. So he got judged based upon the rules. He got what was coming to him because he was late. Based upon the rules, she should too, but she was let go. Based upon the rules, based upon the person that was perceiving the one that they let go, that's what matters. Why did he let her go? And what did Tommy Davidson get out of this message that was tough and hard. And what can we get out of it too? Let's go. The world you live in don't respond to who you are. They respond to how they look at you, how you're read. The world you live in doesn't respond to you based upon who you actually are. It's based upon how they read you. That's not moral. It's morally wrong. That's not fair. But it's reality, okay? Ignoring that reality, it don't make you righteous. It doesn't make you look at him. It don't make you more right. It just makes you unprepared. As we, again, do things to make things better, ignoring it will lead you to being unprepared. You not acknowledging the world and how it actually is will leave you not ready for what's coming your way. This is why the black principle matters. The principle was black. And you would think if it was a black principle, it'd be like, lean on me. But no, it matters. Why? There's a system of unfairness that you think should be fair could still be pushed unfairly on someone that looks like I'm a Christian. So you would think sometimes I'm dealing with another Christian that they'd deal with me a certain way. But that's not the case. I'm a man. You would think because I'm a man, the system will deal with me a certain way because who I am. That's not the case. I'm from New Jersey. If I go somewhere else, Puerto Rico, whatever case may be, and I see someone that's from New Jersey, I would think that I would be treated a certain way from this person because we both from New Jersey. You would think the black principal will be treating him with fairness, letting them both go, or because he has to punish them, he's going to punish both of them. You would think he'll be letting him go. But that's not the case. So it's not about who's in power. It's about the rules of the environment. What influenced that principle to let her go but hold on to him? Please do not make this a racial issue. The message is how to operate in an unfair world. This is for anybody. This is not just for a black person. This is not for somebody that's an American. This is not just, it's anybody. How do you operate? There's a message inside of it, all right? You could be poor, and when you walk into a room full of people that got money, you're going to be treated unfairly. This message that you're about to get can be applied in so many ways. So let's get the message out of this, not just concerning racism. Let's go above what this topic is to get more meaning out of it. Let's also look at what the white mother did for her black son. What did she do? The fact that she say, baby, Tommy, they're racist. Nope. Because that would have made him like a victim. And that will put a victim mentality in some people, right? She didn't say, the system is evil. Meaning, I know it's not right, but the system is messed up. You're not messed up. And that will keep people where they are. You're not forced to do something different because you're now recognizing something is wrong. You could be right. And because the system is evil, you will stay at where you are and you will just blame the system, right? But she didn't do that. And she didn't say you are a victim. Come here, all poor you, because I'm not enabling you to see you're weak. You will never get over this. This is always going to happen to you. And you need to accept it how it is and just feel bad when it happens to you. That's not what she said. She said, let me tell you the game. Some people, we operate in a stature where how the game is played. When people complain about the game instead of recognizing how the game is played, you will get played. So you got to understand how the game is played so you can play the best way you know how.
Coming with me. Oh, man, here come one of these speeches. She took me to the park. She sat me on a picnic bench, me and her. She would talk. She said, I need you to know something about the world you live in. It's going to bother you, but it's a fact. She said, your sister can actually be late.
It's the game.
But you can't.
But you
If
can't.
you want to be successful in this world, you can't be late at all. And I hated that.
I'm going to tell you how the game is played. You can't be late, right? But I'm going to show you how to win. See, that's the key. Yeah, you're a woman. Let me show you how to win. Yeah, you might have been born with a discrepancy. You're a little person. Let me show you how to win. Yeah, you're born in a man world. Let me show you how to win. Yeah, you're born poor. Let me show you how to win. Yeah, you left this system and now you're a believer in Jesus Christ. Let me show you how to win. Yeah, you live in this situation now. Let me show you how to win. Yeah, you are recognized, but everybody else already has a little cuddle, the good old boy club. Let me show you how the game is played. The fact that you got to know how to win. Sometimes complaining and saying a victim is going to block you on how to win. So she gave him a strategy that he has to work by. I know you upset about this. he might not even felt anything. Nowhere in the story where if we finish it how he felt about it, maybe he didn't realize it or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, she made him aware of something. You have to be aware of your environment, okay? And what she did was, I can't help you in this area by pacifying. I now have to equip. I have to get you to accept how something is. Now, mind you, the black principal, and you have a white woman that is actually equipping a black man how at that time. And still today, let's be 100, but we getting there. Whatever. Let me equip. A white woman is equipping a black child on how to live and survive and be successful. Not to survive, to be successful in a white world. Meaning what? You'd be surprised the person that you think that's not going to give you the game, that's not going to give you the strategy, you'd be surprised where it comes from. Don't you allow yourself to be a person of a messed up system for you to miss where your answer and how the game is played is going to come from. Most of my insight came from people that I thought didn't like me. Most the time of being blocked was someone of my same color. I remember going to a pool learning how to swim. I'm grown. I'm a grown person. I ain't know how to swim. I asked this one black man, I said, hey, I don't know how to swim. Can you give me some techniques or whatever? And he just rolled his eyes and just swam. Okay. So I tried to do something, do exercise. I saw another black man and I said, hey, can you teach me how to do and third? Oh, you don't know how to swim? How you see you black, you don't know how to swim? Why you don't know how to swim? I don't know, man. My dad died. I got a bunch of reasons why I don't know how to swim. I had a lake we went to and no one ever taught me. I never thought about trying to swim. I never been in a position, no one made it important to me. Okay, now we know. Can like, nah, man, you don't know, do something about it. That's what he said. You good, you got it, you'll have it. I went to them first thinking they was gonna give me the game. I went to a white man. I stood there. A white man said, hey, come here. You wanna know how to swim? I said, yeah. He said, this is how you swim. This man taught me for weeks for free. Gave me a paddleboard, and next thing you know, within a month, I'm swimming, doing backstrokes. I was gone. And then I went on vacation and I was able to express my new skill. Be surprised where it came from, right? Do not despise where your insight might come from, okay? That's leadership and love without illusion. So leadership prepares people, not look past. Despite of her love that she adopted him. And because you're my son, she had to prepare him like a mother. You late to school, you'll be late to work, late for opportunities, and late for your purpose. You can't be late. She could be late. You can't. It's already hard for you. Being late gonna make you look even worse. They got every excuse to deny you. So for you to be undeniable, you can't never be late. You gotta operate at another level. Some people can be late. Some people can fail publicly. Some people can recover socially. But guess what? Not for you, son. Don't think I'm talking to him about him. I'm talking to you. And share this with anybody that's gonna help. Yep, you might get labeled faster. You'll get penalized harder. And what you did wrong is remembered long. This is not your fault, but now you are aware you're responsible on how you need to move. You need to know how to move because now you know what's going on. It's not your fault, but now you're responsible for how you need to move.
Right.
I wanted to cry, but she was right. Like, I used to be late to school.
Right? The more responsible you are, the more the margin that's going to be harsh on you will open up. So you telling me, even though a margin or something is tight on me, the way I perform, I get to open a gap of how it's going to act towards me. It empowers me. As a matter of fact, sounds like an opportunity to become even a better person. The outcome of my character is going to be so good that I can force the margin of my judgment to be more graceful. Who is in control of your margin? You. The responsibility, despite in what world you live in, not thinking like a victim, but I'm a fight for my rights. I'm a fight for what I need to do. But until the results come that make this more fair, I'm going to operate at a responsible level that's going to open that unfair world to be fair to me, or at least as much as possible. So the world is unfair, so I must be sharp. This is what the Bible says. You got to work in excellence. I'm a Christian. There's a lot of places, and just because I'm a Christian, I get persecuted and talked about just because of who I am. But I gotta be sharp. I understand you did your best, but you must be clearer. You must be very clear on where you come from. You got no time for I don't knows. You got to come from I know exactly what I'm talking about and be able to articulate it. You must become more educated. And working this way of heightened responsibility, it will make you undeniable. The other thing is this. You think the white girl got away. No, because that will teach her that she is what? Entitled. That taught her, don't think getting away with something is always good. It's always going to also teach her that she's entitled. But that same girl is going to also be raised in a world that's man-driven. So I would even say, go get my daughter and give her the same punishment so she can become better. That your skin is not going to get you by all the time. You are a woman, and because you are a woman, you're going to be dealing with men. So she was on it based upon Tommy Davidson. I hope she actually dealt with her daughter. I'm not even talking about her daughter. So you might be a man and thinking, yeah, I'm going to get this job because I'm a man. I'm going to get this situation because of this. Or I'm going to get in here because I'm beautiful, because I'm cute. I'm going to get in here because how I look. Oh, I know somebody inside. And you take no responsibility and you just get along and you can get by. And that getting by is going to hurt you one day. To live at a mediocre way of being responsible, that girl can live a life that is going to hurt her being late for opportunities. That she can bump into the wrong person and say, you're late. And I'm always well, no, ain't no well. I don't know how many other people allow you to do this, but not here. So while you thought you was getting away with something, one day it's going to matter and it's going to hurt. What I'm about to tell you I want you to be that you can't be late for is knowing Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. If you do not know him, you can't be late. The only way you're going to be late is when death knocking on that door. And if Jesus Christ died for you and you know that and you believe that in your heart, confess this in your mouth. That Jesus Christ is Lord over my life and I confess I'm a sinner. Thank you, Father, for sending your son Jesus Christ. If you repeated that prayer, you're saved. Go get water baptized. If you're a woman, if you're brown, Puerto Rican, Mexican, yeah, I know we live in America and all this foreign stuff is going on, this and third, whatever. But guess what? This is not about acknowledging and embracing the world to be unfair. But because it's unfair, you have to be excellent while we fight to be more fair. This is Piece of the Puzzle, and I hope this piece gave you peace. Peace. Time.